What's up, everybody? You already know who it is. Target individual CJBK. It's been a while since I posted a video, mostly because YouTube had me banned for about like 2 weeks or so, and I think I lost track, of the days or whatever. But I'm back. So I've been working on a few things, and I've come to many realizations with this technology, and also even more interesting for anyone who reads holy scriptures and things of that sort. I have been reading the Book of Enoch, and the information that I've been gaining from the Book of Enoch, and then coupling it with today's world, and then the growth of technology and the mania that's happening with humanity, it's all making sense now. It's all making sense now. But just to show you, a couple of things, right? So recently, for probably about a week now, I think I might have told you all about Tony Pantalaresco. He has a YouTube channel. That's not his current channel anymore. I believe he's the first YouTube channel I'm referring to is the one that's called Herbs Plus Beads Works. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. That's he's like a herbalist. I guess I could call him like a engineer. And I believe he's also a TI as well, because he mentions how he's being attacked with direct energy weapons and frequencies, and he studies a lot of things dealing with nanotechnology, chemical poisoning. He's based in Canada, and he has these videos where he builds these devices that can help nullify or even interfere with the connection between the nanotech that's in us and the light and sound frequency energies that are coming in contact with our body and with the nanotechnology. Let me see. Okay, so like one thing that I've learned from Tony how to build is, okay, this is not necessarily exactly how he did it, but this was just one of my prototypes. So this on the outer part is basically copper sheet. Copper sheet looks like this. This is copper sheet, right? I think the reason why I had it under my bed before it was to test something out. But I don't think that really worked in the way that I thought. But basically, on the inside of this, I was experimenting with magnetic hematite, but I don't think that's the right one I could use. The best one might be a much stronger magnetic material than magnetic hematite. But the thing that's supposed to be happening, right, is you take magnets, right? You take like two magnets and you put them together so that they're repelling each other, right? When you put two magnets that are repelling against each other, it creates like a force, like a magnetic field pushing out, right? Now, here's the thing. Copper is a known conductor for electricity or energy, right? Now, by wrapping copper around the magnets that are repelling energy out, this creates like a kind of like a I want to say it kind of creates like a flux, because if you have the magnetic energy from the magnets pushing out, but then the copper is pulling energy in, then it creates, I think it's creating like some type of flux. Now, this is an alligator clamp. This alligator clamp is made of metal, and which also makes it conductive, right? So what you would do is you would take the magnet wrapped copper. Don't do like I did. Watch his video. It's the one that says protecting yourself from frequency and nano or something like that. When you go to the channel, you'll see it. You clip one end of the alligator clamp. Well, you clip the alligator clamp to the copper magnetic piece, right? Now this here is copper wire. Copper wire, like I said before, is conductive. So what it does, it takes the energy from the piece here, and then it would transfer to something else that could be metal. I mean, this is just a collection of metal wires, basically. This is just metal wires. What's supposed to happen, right? You take this part and you place it against your skin like so. As you're placing it against your skin, it's basically creating a grounding sensation. Like, when they talk about earthing or earth grounding, when you take your shoes off, and you walk bare and you stand bare feet on either like grass, dirt, or even in salt water, and you just stand still, and you could feel like this tingling vibration, at the bottom of your feet, and then you start to almost feel like at first you might feel like your weight, your gravity is getting heavier, but then all of a sudden you start to lighten up, and then it's just like, Basically, this does the same thing. Once you place it against your skin, the energy that the handlers are trying to fill your body with will transfer into the piece, travel through the copper wire, and then whatever the other end, if you have you have to have a second alligator clamp, whatever you have connected to a piece of metal. Tony said you could use like a belt buckle, as long as it's not and that's the other thing. None of that, other than the magnetic piece, the magnetic copper piece, should be coming in contact with your skin. This part should only be coming in contact with your skin. Everything else should not come in contact with your skin, or else it's basically like returning that same energy that they're flooding your body with back to you. So he said you can take it and clip it to like a piece of metal that's not touching your skin, belt buckle. I've even used my keys. I clipped it to my keys and put my keys in, like, let's say, my coat pocket or something like that. And you would feel yourself grounding. It's a portable grounding device, right? Tony even has a video called Grounding Yourself, where he shows you how to build a grounding mat, where you can build this grounding mat made from like copper and I think like aluminum foil and things of that sort, and you can stand on it and you can ground no matter where you are. Something else. Okay. This is not just a fan, but this is a modified fan. These are neodymium magnets that I have so happily hot glued. I've never used a hot glue gun before, but I was so excited to do so. You would take neodymium magnets and you would hot glue them to the blades of the fan, right? Then, like I said, there's Tony can probably better explain it more than I can. I'm just basically trying to replicate what he is, teaching other, TIs to do, or to help alleviate the pain of the directed energy and the frequencies and the radiation that they're putting on us. And then, I didn't do it the exact way that he did it because I didn't know how to, make the copper coil, the copper pancake, disc that he made. Basically, this is copper wire, and I was trying something else that he didn't do. But basically what you're supposed to have done is you take this copper wire and you make like a disc, like a round disc of copper, almost like a plate of copper, right? And then one end of the wire would be actually intertwined, or like he kind of like had like took the power cable of the fan, spliced it, and then connected the copper wire of the he connected the copper wire to the power cable of the fan, and I forgot what that does with the copper plate, but it does something. I can't remember what. But long story short, the moment I turned the fan on, so as you see, like so, it creates like a magnetic flow. This magnetic energy flow that's going this way because of the revolutions of the magnets is creating this magnetic flow. And what it does is it's creating interference. It's creating a magnetic interference with energies and frequencies that are coming in to the body. And I've been using this thing for a few days now, and I kid you not, I have definitely found some relief in this whole thing. Like, I've definitely gotten some relief from it. I mean, like, it's to the point where sometimes I don't want to leave from in front of this fan. I mean, yeah, sometimes I don't even want to leave from in front of this fan. That's how much relief I would get. Then turn that off. Not while I'm recording. So there's that. He also shows you how to make a magnetic force field wand, where he takes like a stack of like 20 magnets, and he basically tapes them together into like a stick. It's like a magnetic stick, but all the magnets are repelling each other. And then what you can do is you would just take it and you hold it in your hand, and you could feel like energy being nullified in your hands. The energy that's constantly flowing on your body, the frequencies, because you got to remember everywhere that we are on this planet, especially if we're in a very technologically structured environment, places with like cell towers and Wi-Fi and all that. We're walking through all these different frequencies and radiation every day. Holding that wand in your hand, you will feel energy being basically equalized or nullified in your hand as you're holding that wand. As you move that wand all over your body, you will even if while you're holding the wand in your hand, let me see, hold on. Oh, let me show you mine. Let me see. Oh, okay, yeah. I let my mother use it because she's getting attacked too. Okay. So, all right. This is a magnetic wand. I use neodymium magnets, the ones that have the little hole in the middle. And then what I did was, because neodymium magnets are so powerful, I needed something to stabilize them or keep them in line. So what I did was I found a stick off of like a, like trees outside or whatever, found a stick, and I just put it through the holes. And then when I squeeze them together, I just tape them together. Now, what happens is, as I'm holding this, right? Ooh, it's almost instant too. As I'm holding this, you could literally feel energy that is not healthy for your body being nullified. Like, it's literally nullifying some of the energy. Now, I'm gonna tell you, not every device that you build is gonna work against every attack. Because remember, there are several different attacks that they're using against us. This has shown me, this right here has shown me a lot about at least it pushed me into understanding the physics of the physics part of the technology they're using. Because remember, technology is nothing without physics and understanding of energy and everything else, because that's how we came about with computers. It started with physics first. So this right here showed me that there are energies all around us. Just by holding this and moving my hand around, I can feel the energies or the radioactive electromagnetic energy that's all around me, right? Now, let me show you what else I got. I was so excited to get this. Oh, it fell behind my bed. Okay. Boom. I bought my first EMF detector, right? It's not expensive. At least I didn't buy an expensive one. I mean, this literally only, cost me about I think what, $25, something like that. This detects both the electric radiation and the magnetic radiation of basically well, anything that is magnetic or electric, right? So you can see here on the top part, this reads the electric, and on the bottom, this is the magnetic. Let's see. So, and the UT, yeah, because it's on the reverse. So the UT on the bottom, that's for micro Tesla. The VM, that's volts per. Is that volts per milligram? I forgot what the M for. Wait, let me see. Does it say? No, it just says. I think it's volts per something. I forgot what the M stands for. But yeah, and then there's it has here these buttons. You can switch from UT. You can switch from UT to milligeis, which is another way of measuring magnetic radiation. And then you can also change the temperature. It also reads the temperature too. So you could change the temperature from, Fahrenheit to Celsius. See? And then, so let's see. Okay. I wanted to, so look. Now, see my lamp? Now, my lamp is plugged in, right? Now watch. Watch the top part that reads electric radiation, right? You see that? Now I'm gonna put the sound on. See, I'm not even that close. The threshold is at 40 because anything above 40 is considered radioactive and can cause damage to the cells, the nervous system, things of that sort. Right? Now imagine, that's just the lamp. That's just the lamp. And you can try this on anything. Like I got my TV over here. The TV is not necessary. I realize it's not the whole TV, but there are specific parts of the TV that's a little bit more radiated than other parts of the TV. Never understood that, but you can see that the numbers are changing little by little. you know, and I don't know if you could hear them in the background, but you could tell that they're watching me through their cloud server. Because, you know, people got to log in order to watch me. So, because I mean, yeah, they're working as if like they're a secret society and whatnot, but you know, whatever. Um, you know, and then so okay, now the reason why the fan also works so well is because the magnetic energy of the fan that's produced interferes with the the electromagnetic frequency energy that's coming into the body. So Tony said, as the fan is on, right, if you want to know it works, now some would say, wait, but aren't you blowing radiation towards your body? I'm at a distance from it. But as it's spinning, it's also interfering with their more harmful radiation that's making contact with my body. So it's like, even as I'm at a distance, it's also interfering with their radiation that's making contact with my body. So, and as I'm saying all this now, they're like being hyperactive now. They're like, oh, he's telling everybody, oh, you don't know nothing about secret society. You don't know nothing about technology. Now you know everything. So, yeah, there's a number of things that I've been working on while I've been away. Also, I bought me some more crystals. Well, I just bought this. This is new. I believe this is what is this clear one called again? Hold on. I got my book here. Yeah, I think I might have told you all this before. I have a book on healing crystals. That clear one. Clear quartz. It's meant for reaching enlightenment, but it also cleans. It also cleanses the crown chakra, the top of the head. You have you have the higher crown chakra for spiritual enlightenment, spiritual attuned to higher things, enlightened, true humility. Let's see. Those are positive qualities of a properly balanced chakra of the higher crown. A negative quality would be spaced out and open to invasion, illusions, and delusions. Now think about what I just said. The negative qualities of what an out of tune higher crown chakra would bring about: spaced out, open to invasion, illusions, and delusions. Now think about what I just said. They're using technology to open our higher crown, and then to leave us open for influences of all types of negative energy. This is why a lot of spiritual TIs talk about spirituality so much, and they talk about how it's not just technological, it's also spiritual, because they're using technology as a key to open people's spiritual energy, so then they can be influenced by what? Evil spirits. Keep that in mind. And then The reason why I brought up, the Book of Enoch, because the Book of Enoch, which isn't in the Holy Bible, but it was a part of the Bible before, they removed, several different books of it. In the Book of Enoch, it explains how the fallen angels who, God banished from heaven, came down and started teaching man all these different secrets that man wasn't supposed to know. Once they started teaching man all these different secrets of things they weren't supposed to know, that's when humanity started to really go to, basically when all hell broke loose again among humanity. This is why there's such things as secret societies. Why they're called secret societies? Because they are headed by fallen angels who are teaching man secrets of things that are that are okay. Oh, she, um, all right. Let me finish this real quick. So they're giving man tools to deceive, manipulate, and influence man to destroy themselves and others. Now, remember I told you I got this book. It shows you what different stones do for the body. So as you can see, the clear quartz goes about 12 inches above the head, and you can possibly clear your chakra energy. I haven't really been properly using them like I should yet. Like I haven't laid down and placed them at different places of the body and things of that sort. But I'm gonna start working my way back into it. Because I have a ton of them. I have a ton of them here. But I need to buy more clear quartz. So I have a bunch of stones here. Oh, I got all these guys here. So I've been building up my inventory. Then I also have this bracelet here. This bracelet has a number of different stones on them. Well, let me see. Yeah, you can see it better this way. This bracelet has a number of different stones here. And as I'm, and you see a clear quartz there. As I'm, walking around, especially during the daylight, when the sun hits those stones, they interact even more with my body and also cleansing my body of other negative and toxic things that may be interfering with my energy or my chakras. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I always say I'm gonna try to keep it down or whatever, but it's been a while. So yeah, don't worry, I'm back, and I'm gonna have a lot more to give y'all. And over the last month, I kid you not, I have come onto some real, true, knowledgeable, power of knowledge. Well, I gotta get this stuff out before God, because none of us are promised a long life. You know, I have come to believe and realize that when we die from this earth, it wasn't meant that we should be sad that we died from this earth, but it's more like you have lived out your purpose, and your death is to either become the strength for someone else who is still living, or your death will be meaningless because you never really did anything good for anyone while you were here. So I am taking full ownership of acknowledging the fact that I am still alive, even while being targeted, because I have a purpose to actually try to help liberate so many people that are being, attacked in ways that they can't even understand. And is a humbling feeling to know that only you and so few people understand what's happening. Then when you try to explain it to so many other people, they kind of reject it so hard and so fast. It's like they don't want to be bothered with it. I mean, some people say that's probably because they know and they're told by their handlers not to mess with knowing about stuff like that and things of that sort. And then when you think about And I kind of also think about it how, like, when you go to a lot of churches, they say, oh, you shouldn't know about this, you shouldn't know about that, da da da. But I was like, well, even just the well, it's already well documented that um the in this world that we're living in, the more you know, the more you can protect yourself. You're not necessarily supposed to use it as an offense, but your knowledge is power, because if you know what is happening, then you can know how to defend yourself from it. You don't have to use it as a weapon, you can use it as a defense. And it's just even more intriguing that the enemies who are using this technology against us, they're hiding. But the more I learn about the technology, they come out of hiding. Find You see how that works out? The more you learn about the technology, the more they come out of hiding. Think about whistleblowers and stuff like that. Everything that's wrong with humanity, that's wrong with the world, they all do it in hiding. But once someone starts talking and exposing the darkness that's going on in the world, that's when they start to come out of hiding. Because why? They have to do something to shut this person down. Now, there's a reason why I don't do anything in secrecy. Why? Because God said, if you believe in me, you will be bold. Because if God wants you to be bold, God wants you to be fearless. God wants you to not fear nothing on this planet, nothing in our world but God. So and it is kind of sad, because it's like we technically supposed to help each other. We're supposed to help govern each other. We use God's laws, to help guide us, but then we're also supposed to help enforce God's laws to help us not become so easily influenced by the fallen angels. But yet we're failing at that horribly, because we let the fallen angels basically manipulate so many of us, to the point where now they use man-made laws to govern us. And then now we're at a point in life where our the human rights our human rights and constitutional rights and things and civil rights and all these type of things are slowly being taken away from us, because now the elites have found ways to better manipulate us to serve their purposes. And if you know anything about most very, very wealthy and secretive people, they all got some weird stuff that they doing behind closed doors. Some very weird stuff. And then one of the things that elites do is they pay people who don't have who don't have a lot of money. They pay people to carry out acts, so then they can, I guess, be entertained by what it is that's happening. I mean, think about all the violence that's going on. You don't think they're all watching it and just being entertained by the fact that this woman over here is just getting beat up by somebody, and she's trying to fight back, but she can't fight, and she can't fight against someone that's that much stronger than her. Yeah, fallen angels who basically came down to earth and had sex with humans and impregnated them, and creating these hybrid beings and everything like that. I mean, man. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna keep y'all posted, but trust me, I'm still here. If it goes like a more than a month or something and you don't hear from me, then you pretty much know. I would hope if anything happens, it would create like a shockwave throughout, the world, and my energy will be, picked up by everyone who, ever resonated with me on a very high vibrational, loving, and enlightened level, that when my energy leaves, they will take in, you know, they will take the torch from me, and they'll continue to, exude love and I mean unconditional love. They'll continue to they'll continue to spread joy in this earth, because we need more joy. We need more joyfulness, not happiness. We need more joyfulness, because happiness can be taken from you like that. But it's joy. Joy in itself is the one that keeps you grounded, that keeps you always able to obtain, a spiritual fullness, so that you would never really meet depression if you have joy in your heart. Depression is like that, it's like that bottom rung illness when you are depleted of joy, and happiness is so hard to obtain. So you need joy in your heart. But the only way you can really obtain joy is you have to go through the Creator, and the Creator will help you see the things that is wrong with your life, that is eating away at the joy that you were initially born with. Everyone was born with joy, but we also got to remember, on a spiritual level, we got these fallen angels that basically interfere with children while they're still in the womb. We got these fallen angels that interfere with with children when they're young, because we know most of us, if not all of us, should already know, every child born into this world wasn't just straight evil. I mean, unless a fallen angel just took real favor into that one and just said, "You're gonna do my work." But I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna end it right there, and I'll keep you all posted. And like I always say, remember, take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. Peace.